Just when you thought it was safe that we were done with Jaws films,
Oh
of
no.
course, well, we've seen Blades, so now it's time that we review Blood Beach.
Suck it in, people.
Because it was a yearly tradition for a while to review Jaws films. And since there thankfully was only five, why focus on another franchise when we can focus on the 600 Jaws ripoffs?
Oh Lord.
Now,
That's a lot of movies.
now you thought this one was pretty bad, right?
Not that bad, but it got boring and I was tired.
Just wait until we get into the Dustin Ferguson Jaws movies.
Maybe, maybe
Do you know
not.
who Dustin
No, I
Ferguson is?
don't, and I don't really care right now.
He's made some of your favorite movies like Robo Woman.
Oh, jeez. Robo vampires. Ugh.
Coming soon,
Ugh.
coming soon, coming soon.
Oh God, those movies were dumb.
Yeah, we're doing these reviews back to back. So anyway, Blood Beach. This reminded me of Night of Horror in that the movie was so scary. Kay had to look away and close her eyes.
And my ears, because if you close your eyes and then you hear what's going on, then you vision what's going on.
There were 3 times where I told her to close her eyes.
And then you told me to open them when, yeah, the one was kind of bloody.
Well, I mean, I figured you would have liked that part.
Why? Oh, because he was a rapist?
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. Okay,
So
can we
anyway,
just get to this?
here are the 3 times that I told her.
You're not even discussing the movie and you're just going to go into the 3 times?
It's a beach where I would have preferred if it was like quicksand or something. Where it was just like sucking you in, but no, it's like this giant worm with a flower mouth.
Almost like a suction of a, not a jellyfish, but who are the guys that suck the side of the
Leech?
aquarium? That's not a leech, is it?
Oh, aquarium.
But
Mud
anyway,
skipper maybe? I don't
I
know.
don't know.
Well, okay, they want to go to the beach, but they can't, so
They still go to the
they
beach
go to the beach because they're idiots and they get sucked
because it's
in.
the best beach.
They get sucked in and they die. Really, the movie is called Blood Beach. Do you
Now,
need to
was
know
it?
anything else besides the fact that there's not a lot of blood on this
And
beach?
did we thought maybe it was Santa Monica. We thought maybe it was Venice. Did we
Yeah,
ever figure out which one it was?
I don't know. It just said Southern California.
Yeah.
For all we know, this is the same universe as Malibu Bikini Shop.
But I mean, it wasn't just
Oh, this
all sorts of people.
this movie also reminded me of Night of Horror in that our friend Mr. Boom Mike made a cameo.
Yeah. Right up there.
So anyway, this is one of those movies where I don't care if I spoil it or not. It's only available on
Then why
VHS,
don't you
so
just go through it? Well, where did we
I
see it?
barely remember it. I downloaded it from
Okay,
YouTube.
so the guy that was, he worked at the, where did he work? Because he swam to work.
Did he?
Yeah, he swam to work, that young guy.
Oh, are you talking about the
The
mob boss
movie.
guy?
No! The guy that came out that lived across from the beach, and the girl that he
Which had a
asked,
dog. Which, okay, I should
he
add
didn't
the.
have a dog. The lady next door had a
Oh,
dog.
well, I should add the disclaimer. The dog. The dog dies, but it's not shown the dog being killed.
It's not really the dog, it's a stuffed dog.
Well, the beginning it's real, but
Well, he kept going to
when they
where his
go
owner
after
was sucked into the sand.
afterwards it's clear. Afterwards, it's like a it's probably like a towel with like ketchup on it.
It was just a stuffed dog.
So
So anyway,
that
his
might be
owner.
traumatic for some people, but at the very least, it wasn't a real. At least it wasn't. It didn't show the death of a real dog like some other movies, like Cannibal Holocaust, where I could show you like a spider
Okay,
or a
okay.
monkey
Can
being
we
killed.
just talk about this movie? You're jumping all over. So what had happened was the guy that worked somewhere on the lake, whatever, the
Beach.
ocean, beach, whatever, and the lady next door to him, he had asked her daughter to marry him. And so she was the one that got sucked in first that they knew of. There were 16 total bodies, I think they said.
Yeah,
And so he had to call the daughter who he had a relationship with before. So she came from San Francisco and then was taking care of the dog. And then the dog got out and was laying out by where his owner, where she got sucked
yeah.
into the
The
sand
dog kind of started like digging, like it was,
because he could smell her scent where she was.
or was just dogs are used to like digging up bones and stuff and digging things up.
Or
Maybe
where
that's what it would.
the
Okay.
scent of his owner. So then there was a flight attendant that was with, what was the guy's name? Harry or
I don't
something.
remember.
Anyway, so I think she was like maybe living with him or whatever. She visited a few
This
times.
movie is so
She
boring.
was,
This movie is so boring. I'm shocked I remembered the name Blood Beach.
and then he thought he got stood up, and then he goes over to the neighbor with dinner and everything, and she invites him in and everything. He said, I got stood up and she's done it to me before. And he goes home, but then when he gets up to go to work, he sees her car in the alley, and then he sees her hat on the beach. And then the guy that he worked with sang in this club.
Was this around the time that I told you to close your eyes and then you woke and then you opened your eyes to see that dude?
Yeah, well, he told her to be safe going home. She was riding her bike, and then there
She.
was a
Oh no,
seagull.
that's a different woman that I'm talking about. There's a woman that gets. I don't know if I can. How am I supposed to say this delicately? You say it because you're a woman, so that way it's okay for you to say it.
What?
The R word.
She was getting attacked.
She was getting sexually
I was
attacked,
getting to that point.
and
She got off her bike. She was riding
she
home.
wasn't riding a bike.
Yes, she was.
No, I thought she was walking.
She heard a hurt seagull, so she took
I
her
thought that was
bike.
a different part.
No, she took her bike down
Okay,
the
fine.
stairs. She followed the seagull to help him, and then the seagull went under this old dock thing, and that's where the guy came out to attack her and try to rape her.
That's when you see the only part of nudity where you see one breast. Um, this is one of the parts where I had Kay close her eyes.
Because it was the guy was kind of green, blue, yucky. So you didn't, wasn't he?
Later on, maybe.
He
I don't
wasn't
know.
clean. Oh, the guy that crawled out of the sewer? Ooh.
That wasn't that guy.
I know it wasn't. That was the guy that was using the metal detector.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, Kay opened her eyes after the attack was done, but for some reason he was like
On his belly, and
yeah, he
they
was on his
rolled him
belly
over.
and he was like crawling. I don't know why. I don't know why you wouldn't just get up, but I'm glad he didn't get up because, well, the creature was a little hungry. So he's like crying and complaining, and I'm like, yay, this is.
Just do for all
I'm.
Vegas.
There is nothing better than watching an attacker get castrate, get his dingle eaten. There's nothing better than that. So anyway, so then he turns over and he's got like a blood stain around his area, and then there's like some ketchup on the beach too.
Yeah, it was more than ketchup. It was probably tomato sauce or soup or something.
Tomato juice.
But anyway,
That was one of the moments where I told her to close her eyes. There was another part where there was a girl who was like
she was
buried,
buried in sand.
and it apparently like left her handicapped,
Yeah,
even
they
though
didn't know if they were going to be able to save her legs or if she was going to be paralyzed.
even though she had her legs attached. Her legs were
Right,
still attached.
your legs can be attached and you can have them severely damaged and be paralyzed.
Really, the only thing was that there was just blood on her legs.
Well, her mind was going to paralyze her.
Let's see, was that the only other time I told you to close your eyes?
Maybe. But see, the one
No, there
lady,
was
the
oh, there was a third time. There was a third time, and disclaimer, people, if you're eating, now is the time for you to stop for about probably for the rest of this review. Check out a review of like a more wholesome one of our more wholesome movies later on. Or just watch something else, but the other time I told you to close your eyes, ironically, it was when they were going through like investigation, and
oh, the eyeball,
there was the eyeball that was in the plastic
the
bag.
sand. No, they found the eyeball and they put it in a plastic
I
bag.
thought it was already in a plastic bag.
Why would the monster or whatever it was, sand creature, take an eyeball when he was killing people and put it in a Ziploc bag for them?
I don't know.
Jesus.
This okay, let's just assume this movie doesn't make a lot of sense.
No, it doesn't.
Now,
And then the singer, the guy's partner, co-worker, he got sucked into the sand. And then the lady, the homeless lady, she saw
Brownie from Death Nurse 2,
whatever. She saw some of this happening, but wouldn't come forward.
or the old lady from Home Alone 2.
Justin, just stop and focus. Anyway,
Folks, now it's time for Kay. What would you rather watch again? Would you rather watch this or
no comment. No,
no.
no, you do it.
Nudist Colony of the Dead.
No, you pick.
I'd rather watch Nudist Colony of the Dead.
Good for you.
Now for you.
No, I don't need to pick.
Why?
Because I don't want to see either one again.
So you don't want this on 4K?
No. Don't even want a poster, a t-shirt, a coffee mug, whatever.
The poster looked so cool.
There's a poster.
Yeah, a movie poster for
What,
it. Yeah.
for like $75 or something?
I'm not gonna buy it. I just said it looked cool.
Oh, whatever. Anyway,
Now,
so would you? No,
Okay.
let's wrap this up.
I'm just saying this is one movie
They
where
never caught him.
yeah, and it ends. It's like I was making a joke like, are they gonna sequel bait? It's like, oh my god, they are sequel baiting it. It's like, wow.
Well,
Okay.
the one girl finds the bodies.
No, I was talking about after they blow stuff up.
Okay.
I was talking about during the credits.
Okay. So, would you recommend this movie?
Oh god. No. I mean, there's Jaws 5. I mean, you can watch that instead.
See a lot more blood. Maybe.
Malibu Bikini Shop had more to it than this.
More or less.
I'm assuming the Ren and Stimpy adult party cartoon episode
come
Naked
on.
Beach Frenzy
Stop it.
had more than this.
Stop it. Okay. I would not recommend this movie unless you like American horror, no-name people. I mean, there were 3 people that I recognized from other movies or TV shows or something
If you like
that were in there, but
if you like 80s, early 80s horror movies, like the 80s horror movies that were rip-offs of other horror movies, like how what was that movie? Night Dreams was a ripoff of Nightmare on Elm Street, or Don't Go in the Woods Alone was like a parody
Woo.
ripoff of Friday the
Okay, I gotta
13th.
get to bed, so wrap it up.
Or
Wrap it up. I gotta get to sleep.
all of, if you like early 80s things, then sure, but I'd rather this or Microwave Massacre, Kay.
Ugh, God. Why? Too lousy. Ugh. Okay.
Microwave Massacre
I
was at least funny.
Okay, I need to get to bed, folks, so make your own decision.
Join us next time when we take a look at a movie Kay wants to watch. Okay.
Okay.
How do I turn this off? Oh.
Right there.
Bye.
Bye.